Ladies and gentlemen, hit that subscribe button because what I'm about to tell the Open Chats podcast team could save their entire careers. And if you're a fellow content creator, you need to learn from their mistakes before you make them yourself. Let me break down exactly what went down that has everyone losing their minds, especially in the colored community. In a recent episode, host Khonse made a scene saying wild comments about the colored community, including saying, "I've dated a colored guy, so I can say that. If you're mentally crazy, of course you will sleep with your cousins." I close quote. Yeah, you heard that right. They basically accused an entire community of being mentally unstable and engaging in incest, sleeping amongst each other. The hosts engaged in what the DA called despicable stereotyping of colored people, including an abhorrent discussion questioning whether colored people actually engage in sexual activity with their siblings and describing colored people as crazy. This wasn't edgy humor. This was straight up community assassination. And I'm glad we all have to acknowledge that. Brothers, let me tell you why this exploded bigger than an ESCOM transformer. Number one, there is legal action everywhere. The PA leader, Gayton McKenzie, instructed legal action while MP Liam Jacobs opened a case at Brooklyn Police Station. The PA filed criminal charges against hosts Mto, Metula, and Sinotando Kama. Political parties united. When the ANC, DA, and PA and EFF all agree you messed up, you really messed up. Because this has now sparked controversy from all across the political spectrum. You have corporate abandonment. Even multi-choice distanced itself from the podcast over these racist comments. When your sponsors run faster than Usain Bolt, you are in deep trouble. Human rights even instigated. The South African Human Rights Commission is investigating, with the DA reporting the podcast for what they called an assault on the dignity of a community. And you know what? They're right. Deputy Minister Umapasega Steve Letsike officially called them out, saying any kind of racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, or xenophobia should not be tolerated. I close quote. achange.org. There has been a petition from achange.org to cancel their content for racial hatred and using real psychological and social harm. Look, from one content creator to another, I need to have a real conversation with you because I genuinely care about the Open Chats podcast host's futures, and I know what it's like to be hated online. You saw what happened with Mac G over the years and all the controversies he's faced, but then you decided to do something even worse. This is exactly why South Africa is bringing cancel culture back. Because some of y'all just get too excited and say stuff like that. We had a moment where audiences were more forgiving, more understanding that, creators are human, they have their opinions. But when you go this far, you give ammunition to everyone who wants to shut down free speech for all of us. This is why people think YouTube has some fake podcasters or things. They don't think what we say is legit because of moments like this. I always used to say, there is free speech, guys, and then there's derogatory speech. What you did was not expressing a controversial opinion. You attacked an entire community's dignity with harmful stereotypes. Let's agree on that. I've made controversial content for years, and never once have I felt the need to go there. Real content creators know how to be provocative without being cruel to a certain people. You are young, you are talented, you have so much potential ahead of you. Don't let this moment define your entire journey, especially when you could learn from it and come back stronger, because there will be people trying to take you down because of it. Because of this. Open Chats fam, I make controversial content every day, and I'm still here. So I'm not the best guy ever, but I can advise you a little bit on how to just deal with this forever. Here's what you need to do. Just my advice. Number one, apologize properly. On the screen, not on paper. Your written social media apology was weak sauce. Get in front of that camera, look into the lens, and apologize like you mean it. None of this corporate PR nonsense. Don't let your team write it for you. Be yourself, be human, be authentic, be accountable, because the people can see through phony. Number two, acknowledge it and move on. Okay, it's fine, you screwed up. Yes, it was offensive. Yes, you screwed up. Yes, you hurt the colored people. Acknowledge it fully, learn from it, and move forward. Don't let this define your entire platform. Number three, Learn from Ronaldo Jose. You don't know who that is? Well, Ronaldo Jose had it all. DAMP position, promising political career, until old videos resurfaced showing him using racial slurs. He literally just made a 2010 video responding to Julius Malema's Kill the Boer songs. But then the media edited it and took it out of context to make him look like an evil guy and the villain. The video was actually made in response to Julius Malema singing struggle songs about killing Boers at the University of Free State, singing about killing white people. But context didn't matter when the clips went viral, did it? Jose almost lost everything mentally because he didn't handle the controversy properly from the start, and they were trying to eliminate him. The media kept twisting it and making him look evil. You don't want that to be your story. At least Ronaldo Jose was in his 40s when that happened. So he was an experienced guy ready to take it. You're still young. You don't want this following you forever like a digital scarlet letter. If you must, delete that video, or at minimum, address it head on with a proper explanation and apology. Don't let this be the thing that destroys careers you've barely started building. You've worked so hard to get that podcast on the level it is now. You can't let this destroy you. Do the right thing. I've said things that have offended people. I've had backlash. I've had people trying to cancel me. The difference is how you handle it when it happens. You get what I mean? So my brothers, they'll always be trying to take you down for any mistake. Let's just settle that. The question is, will you give them the ammunition to succeed, or will you handle it so well that you come out stronger? I'm not saying I'm better than you. Take my advice or leave it. I'm not the colored community, though I like colored girls, they fire. And I'm not the justice system. But I am someone who survived in this game by learning how to handle controversies properly. Your comments weren't just edgy. They were genuinely hurtful to an entire community that's already been facing challenges because they are a racial minority in South Africa. The petition against you mentions that the colored community is already facing systemic challenges. They're not lying. And your content spreads hatred and fuels stereotypes. That is not the legacy you want to build. Is it? Here's what proper damage control achieves. It shows that you can take accountability if you take my advice. It's going to prove you can learn and grow. It's going to demonstrate your maturity under pressure, and it's going to build long-term credibility. It's going to protect your future opportunities. You can handle this like professionals who have made a mistake and learned from it. You're grown people, or you can let it destroy everything you've built. You know how hard it is to get in this game. I don't have to tell you. Now imagine all of that being taken away from you. You know what to do, guys. Right now, you're young content creators with potential. Don't let one terrible episode become your entire story. Handle this right, learn from it, and use it as a springboard to create better, more thoughtful content. Again, take my advice or leave it, but remember this. In the content creation game, how you handle your mistakes matters more than the mistakes themselves. Everyone messes up. Not everyone recovers. You know that. The difference is in how you respond when the spotlight is on you and everyone is watching. You've got one chance to get this right. Don't waste it. I don't want to be seeing any more corporate letters with big English there being posted online. Guys, just look at the screen, admit you were wrong, apologize. That's all I'm saying. Because the internet is unforgiving. The internet never forgets, but redemption is always possible if you're willing to earn it. That's just advice from the Summer Sambit, someone who's been hated since day one. And I'm just making this video to show that some of us content creators, we're not only criticizing you, we're there to support you, because some of us know what it's like to be caught in such fire. We know what it's like to be in the position you're in. Maybe not as deep because you disrespected an entire community, but we're just trying to help you. It's not nice to see a fellow content creator almost fall off like this, or potentially fall off like this. We don't want this to be the end. You don't want this to be the end. So this is your ghost of Christmas telling you, hey, dude, do the right thing. This is the Summer Sambit, guys. Smash that subscribe button, and like always, I'll see you next time.